Sorry I'm late. I was at a housewarming. So welcome to the first ever episode of Ethan Talks, where I pretty much just ramble into the void. So today's topic is moving countries and why it sucks. No, I'm kidding obviously, but I definitely do think that there is a overhype of moving countries and that it is so amazing and that your life will change and that your mind will open up and that you'll become multicultural and all this sort of stuff. But I would say I don't really think it's all that it's chalked up to be. Or at the bare minimum, I think people think it's easier than it is and that it is more enjoyable than it is, or maybe just don't have a particularly good understanding of the issues. You know, I think a lot of people think about, the climate, or maybe the food will be too spicy, or, the culture and the language. But coming to Malaysia from New Zealand, I would not even say that these are some of the biggest factors that have contributed to me adapting and enjoying living here. And I know you're wondering, what could it be if it's not all of those things? That's like some of the biggest factors when moving countries. Well, let me tell you about a little thing called lifestyle. And when I say lifestyle, I'm talking about your day-to-day experience. For me, I put this into 4 categories: your routine, your social life, your drive and purpose, and the final one is your problems. Find a daily and weekly routine. There is almost no way around this when moving countries. Not only will having a routine keep you occupied and productive, it'll make you feel like you are fitting into your new life and your new country while all you are doing is going about your day-to-day. If you take anything away from this video, please let it be that you need to have a routine if you want to successfully move countries. It doesn't matter if the routine changes. As long as you have a plan for each day and you stick to it, you will succeed. Socializing. I honestly think this point is a little overrated, but it is still necessary, I can't deny. I mean, the only friends I really have are the people that I see once or twice a week at the climbing gym, but I think that's enough for me, but it is necessary. Drive and purpose. So for the most part, this will be your job and your hobbies. And this goes hand in hand with your routine, being the main structure that you build your schedule around. Something I will say though is that it is perfectly fine to not love your job, especially if you're in your 20s like me. I mean, with the way healthcare is developing at the moment, we're all probably going to live to we're 200, so what's the rush? Problems. All lives around the world have problems, and they differ per lifestyle, and lifestyles differ per country. Traffic, slow elevator, money, food, politics, blah blah blah. Look, problems are inevitable. My best advice is to fix what can be fixed and just learn to accept the rest. Alright, editing Ethan here. I realized I was kind of all over the place with this video, but I can't really be bothered reshooting it, so I just want to re-clarify some things. I wanted to give some advice from someone who has actually moved countries and I think has a good understanding of what will actually help you adapt and what won't, because when I moved, I remember I got a lot of advice that I don't think was super accurate, and also my expectations I don't think really matched what happened. I mentioned food, culture, climate, and language not being particularly impactful factors in moving countries, and that's mainly just because they kind of just come so naturally. I mean, language is really the only one that you can do anything about, but I still don't think you can really force yourself to want to learn a language. And whether that affects how you like living in your country is also just out of your control. So the advice that I give in the video are things that you can control and are things that I found helped me the most when I was moving. Okay, so that's my advice about moving countries. I hope you learned something and I hope you enjoyed. Alright, I've got to go and put out a fire.